Hey everybody, Rocco Castellano here with my brand new social media and awesome partner, Tarlis Ardo. Tarlis, it is so awesome to I'll be doing all of this with you because I got to tell you, social media, everybody's been saying this crazy shit, social media, social media, social media. But the reality is that we haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg with social media and the social media presence, and especially with what you know about Instagram. So right off the bat, what is the first thing that you want people to do right now to get started with Instagram?
Well, we're going to talk about a lot of this, but the most important thing, like number one, is you need to know who your target audience is and who you want to be in front of. A lot of people and a lot of trainers say, oh, I'm the best trainer ever, I can train anyone. Well, if you spread yourself out thin like that, you're not going to have success. So I always tell my clients to focus on who do you want as a client. If you have maybe a fitness ebook or you do meal plans for your client, who do you want purchasing that? I know that it's going to be a wide range, but you really need to find out who your ideal customer is. That way you can start using different strategies and hashtagging we're going to talk about a little bit later, but that way you can get in front of those specific people. You don't just want to be marketing to everyone. Eventually everyone's going to know who you are, but you really want to find out and hone in on who you want your product in front of. Who do you want to train? Who do you want buying your ebook? And then you can formulate a plan to get in front of those people.
Well, and with branding, and with what I do, we always want to look for, everybody talks about demographics. I talk about psychographics. What is the mindset of that customer or that potential customer? And that's the thing that you really look at. It's so cool because you're looking at what other people are doing and what the customers are actually asking, or the potential customers are actually asking. And that's why I think that you're asking people to look up other people's stuff, not because they want to copy, or because the industry is all about prostitute, beggars, and thieves. We don't want to steal stuff. We want to actually look at what the other people or what their customers are thinking about, and what you could be answering, and what you could be helping your customers do.
Well, exactly. So let's take Jillian Michaels, for instance. She's on TV. She's everywhere.
Okay, let's not, but okay.
But let's use her for example. So a lot of people see her and they say, oh, she has this show and she's this great trainer and I want to be like her. Well, take Jillian Michaels out of the equation. I don't even care about her. What I care about is what's her tribe asking for? What's her tribe looking for? People will go on her Instagram account and comment and ask questions. So what I do is I would go to those people's account and see what they're posting. Are they posting recipes? Are they asking about workouts? Are they, keeping a time log or track of, their workouts and their weight loss? And I pay attention to what Jillian Michaels or whoever your idol is. I look at what their customers are using, what kind of pictures they're posting, and what hashtags they're using, because then they become my target audience, they become my ideal client, and then I start using the same hashtags that those people are using. That way I can get in front of them. So I look at the idols and I look at the people I want to be like, I throw them aside and I go to, okay, what are their people asking for? What's their tribe want? And that's how I get in front of the right people, the right target audience.
Well, Annie, it's the same thing. Can you do it better, though, too? If you look at them, what are these people asking, and then how can you most possibly fill their needs, too?
Absolutely.
So, it's also kind of just doing your market research as like any good business person would want to do.
Exactly.
So is there any parting gifts that you can give the studio audience.
Yeah, I mean, guys, this is something, regardless if you have a brand new account or you have an Instagram account with a ton of followers, sit down and think, who are the top 5 people that if I could have my dream Instagram account, if I could, you know, bring in the masses like these other celebs are doing, who are they? Make a list of 5 people and see what they're doing. See what hashtags they're using. See what questions they're asking. And you don't even have to mimic it, but guys, if they have a lot of engagement, if they have a lot of followers, they're doing something right. So until you can get that momentum going on your own, make a list of 5 people and see what they're doing and see how you can twist it and make it your own. Very important.
Well, and you know, take your ego out of this. Just put your leave it at the door and just say, hey, I don't know shit about Instagram, and these people are actually doing something, so let me take a look at what they're doing. And one of the people that I always like to look at, and you know, it's funny, well, maybe I shouldn't say have said it this way, but I like looking at your account, okay, your account, not you, and also like the Tone It Up girls, like those Tone It Up girls. I don't like to, you know, to endorse people, but they're doing things right. And so if they're doing something right, then you acknowledge it and you follow it. So I'm all for, you know, seeing what other people are doing, and then doing either doing it better or doing it a different way. Because I'm telling you, the audience for the Tone It Up girls are not going to be anything like the audience that I'm going to be talking to, because, you know, one, they, you know, or your audience either, Tony. I mean, you're like the sweetest person ever.
Here's the thing, though. You'll notice, like, I could go on a Facebook fan page right now to Shape Magazine, to Fitness Magazine, and there's a ton of people asking questions that are not being ignored. They're simply lost in the hustle. They're lost in the jumble. So you'll notice out of those 100 posts, there's a common theme. And so what I do is I go through and I say, what's the common theme? What are people looking for, and how can I fill that need? And that's all you have to do. You know, it doesn't matter whose account. You need to see what the masses want and deliver on it.
Thank you, Talise. That was an awesome tip.
Cool.